everybody. Welcome to this afternoon's recorder Extravaganza, which was inspired by a few columns that Frances Whiting wrote a few years ago. So I was in the Sizzlers at Mitchelton, sadly not there anymore, having my Sunday breakfast, and I happened to pull this article by Frances Whiting about her daughter learning the recorder. And she wasn't terribly happy about it. She opined that it must be the instrument at the gates of hell, and various other things. So I decided through social media worldwide to set it straight. And a few weeks later she wrote this: "Do not annoy the recorder people. I repeat, do not annoy the recorder people. Some of you may recall that a couple of weeks ago I wrote about my daughter learning to play the recorder, a musical instrument I subsequently disparaged, pooh-poohed even, on the grounds it sounds how I imagine the entrance bell into the gates of hell might. I then further opined, for when you have an opinion column, this, my friends, is what you must do, opine all over the shop, that no one picked up a recorder again after their compulsory years of learning it in primary school were over. Further, I also asserted that no one ever got together for casual jam sessions on this particular instrument. Only it turns out they do, and there are quite a lot of them doing it. How do I know? Because they all wrote to me." That's right, it turns out that the recorder, far from being the instrument of torture I painted, has quite the following. There are jazz recorder quartets out there, baroque groups, soloists, rock recorder bands, classical trios, recorder ensemble, and quite a few others who, as one reader told me, just like to get together on a lazy Sunday afternoon and play a bit of chord. That's right, chord. Who knew? Clearly not me. And while it's never a nice feeling to be wrong, thankfully it happens to me on so very few occasions, the thing is, I've never been told I was wrong so nicely. The recorder people, while defending their instrument vigorously and pointing out the various sweeping generalisations in my piece, they did so gently and politely, leaving me feeling like I could learn quite a bit from these souls. One of them won't be the actual recorder, but many, many other things. And this was from March last year. I'm writing this at the risk of raising the ire, yet again, of the recorder players of the world, of which there are many. I discovered this when I wrote a column about the recorder, specifically the long-held tradition of teaching Australian children this instrument when they hit Year 3. Now, in that column, I was not particularly effusive about the recorder. Indeed, I may have likened its squawking sounds to a lorikeet undergoing emergency surgery. But where I really made my mistake was concluding that column by airily asking, and I do quote myself here, how many of us continue to play the recorder to this day? How many of us still say to a bunch of friends, hey, we're having a recorder jam on Tuesday night, want to come along, we're working on a jazz version of Greensleeves. Anyone? And well, it turned out that quite a few of you did. And I managed to upset the entire recorder playing population of Queensland, who all wrote to me extolling the beauty of this instrument and the folly of my ignorance. Many of these readers also helpfully sent links to pieces I could listen to at my leisure of the many, many first-class recorder groups playing at any time around the world. I did listen, and it did open my eyes and ears to the remarkably versatility and beauty of this instrument. I just couldn't see or hear it when my children were playing it. So this afternoon, a bunch of friends, Yvette, Michael, Alan, Selena, and Jodie, John, of course, we've decided to get together and play a little bit of chord on a lazy Sunday afternoon. And I thought I would, with Yvette and Jodie, explain that there are many, many different types of recorders. And believe me, these are recorders. They range from the Garfline, which is the highest, down to, believe me, these are actually the same instrument, the contrabass. So if we would like to start with Yvette and the very smallest of the recorder family, the Garfline.